Hi, this is Ross Trachtenberg with Figured Out Baseball. I'm the recruiting coordinator at Westchester University in Pennsylvania, and I wanted to speak today about taking life one day at a time. This can be applied certainly for the coaching profession as well as for all players. So no matter the time of season, whether it's a time where you're really in a shutdown mode, rehabbing, or you're right in the middle of playing games and even postseason, I think taking things one day at a time is really important to having overall personal success and then being a good member for your team or organization. It's something that I like to keep in mind when talking about really taking things one day at a time is having short-term goals, things that are attainable. And you certainly have long-term goals, what you want your season to look like, a record, a batting average, etc. Focusing on today, and that can be getting up in the morning and putting together notes for yourself, or just having a mental plan. And in terms of what you can accomplish in the day, I kind of would suggest looking at really two areas. The first would be physical. So what can you physically do today to have a successful day? What are you going to eat for the day? And we're never going to be perfect in terms of the food we're eating. However, can you make decisions for a day where you're putting good things in your body? The next is sleep. And this can be underrated and it can be difficult to manage at times. But again, can you give yourself enough time, enough rest at night to really give your body a chance to retool? So a challenge is can you stack those days on top of each other by taking it one day at a time? So today I'm going to eat healthy for 3 meals. And you're going to have slip-ups along the way, but can you basically eat generally good food? Can you have a good night's sleep? Give yourself enough hours to do it. And what happens when you do that one day after the next, you start to physically feel better. The next side to this is just physically what can you do to improve yourself as a ball player. The physical side of improving quickness, strength, etc. Whatever season you're in terms of are you looking to maintain strength or build strength or rehab an injury, what are you physically doing, the kind of the weight training or resistance training or speed training. And the next would be building skill sets, obviously, too, again based on the time of year. But each day, what are you doing physically to improve yourself as a baseball player and certainly as a coach, because you need to be in decent shape to kind of keep up with your players. So that physical piece is really important. What are you physically doing in terms of what you're putting in your body, how much rest you're getting, and what are you doing to improve yourself in terms of daily goals. And then I'd say the other piece that's really important in terms of kind of a mental approach to taking it one day at a time would be how are you improving kind of your overall knowledge of baseball. And the resources are just incredible. So can you challenge yourself each day to learn something new? Podcasts, reading articles, watching just SportsCenter to just hear about stats, and certainly watching games. Whatever it may be, can you learn? And it can be a skill set, it could be a history piece about the game of baseball, but can you challenge yourself, kind of mentally to become a more well-rounded, have a more well-rounded understanding of the game. So again, in terms of taking it one day at a time, I really think setting yourself up for short-term goals. So I'm going to eat well, I'm going to get a good night's sleep, and I'm going to basically do my workout that I need to for that day. And at the same time, I'm going to try and add something essentially to my dictionary or encyclopedia of baseball knowledge. This is Ross Trachtenberg with Figured Out Baseball. I look forward to sharing more information with you going forward.